The date is December 22nd, 2012, and it is Species Saturday here in your daily dose of D&D. Hey guys, my name is Matt1Kill, and this is your daily dose of D&D. Today we're talking about species, races, to be precise, as the D&D phrase it. And today we're talking about the Halfling. Halfling is the non-copyrighted name. The Halfling is one of those, core races, one of, the main four, and it's one of the ones that's pulled, directly from Tolkien, except I think the word Hobbit was copyrighted, so they made the word Halfling, which means the same thing, just kind of a, short person, who's really, really quiet and nimble on his feet. The Halflings are small creatures, as in they're actually, instead of medium creatures, they're small-sized, and they get bonuses to dexterity, as well as constitution and charisma, or charisma. You get to choose between them. Halflings are set up as, the first rogue, really, from the first four core races. There's other races now that work a little bit better, but a lot of things that Halflings get work towards that. They're also really skilled at hiding and running away, as well as lying about stuff. And it's interesting to, when you're looking through the feats, think about the Hobbits from The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And I said Hobbits again when I meant Halflings that one time. But, as you're thinking about them, you start to notice a lot of similarities between Tolkien's Hobbits and the Halflings that you're able to make. They do make really good thieves. Dexterity is one of their things, and then Constitution is an odd one to get, but Charisma is also pretty useful for good secondaries back and forth. Hobbits are normally peace-loving type peoples, and they like to stealth, and they're, you've seen Lord of the Rings. That's a pretty good... I keep calling them Hobbits. I'm going to do that all throughout this episode. I don't mean to, because they're technically Halflings, but it's the exact same thing. The Halfling racial power is called Second Chance. Is that it? Hold on, that might be someone else's. Yes, Second Chance. And it's kind of pretty good. What it does is it forces the attacker that would have hit them to re-roll the attack. Now, unfortunately, my luck, whenever I use something like this, the attacker rolls higher again. So it's not an amazing thing, but any immediate interrupt ability is better than a lot of other things, because it allows you to use it when you need it and not have to prep for things. Like the giants, Goliaths, being able to gain resistance to damage probably should be a reaction instead of a minor action. Halflings also get resistance to fear, and they get a resistance, the bonus to AC against opportunity attacks, which is kind of sweet. But, honestly, that's not great. And a lot of people tend to play pretty smart and not worry about opportunity attacks by walking or shifting away. So that's always way cool. I've not actually personally played a Hobbit. I'd like to try the more exotic races, and nothing's really driven me to try it. If I'm going to pick a small creature, I'm going to pick a pixie, because I like pixies better. I think they get better. The two feats that they have are amazing. And the feats that the Halfling have don't... Well, one of them draws me. I was just flipping through, and I saw something that's called the Shortbow Hunter, which allows the Halfling to be able to fire a weapon at, a short bow as brutal, too, with extra range. So that's pretty cool. But for the most part, Halflings are just one of those races that's a good standard thing for, people who haven't played before, who know the Hobbits from The Lord of the Rings, but not much else. Personally, playing a Hobbit is way low on my list of races I'd like to play, but if you think differently and have any good reasons for it, please go to the comments down below and leave me a message telling me why. Welcome to your DM's Corner today. The Hobbit is an interesting species. For trying to kill it, it's easy. You just have to, he'll miss one attack and he'll try and run away. Just try and trap him and keep him pinned between people, so he, has to cross multiple people to try and get away from you guys, or the same person more than once. They can pick up a feat that allows him to ignore, the first what do you call it, opportunity attack against them. And that's an okay feat. If you're running halflings in your campaign, they need to be trained in thievery as well as bluff. There are several different types of halflings that you can have in your campaign. There's the Shire-loving Hobbits, who don't do much adventuring unless they're a toque, and who focus on growing large pumpkins and make interesting stories when they finally leave the Shire to face the world. But on the whole, don't do much and are a good person to a good place to base out of, because they need help from the big folk every once in a bit. The other side with it are the Kender from Dragonlance, who are extremely larcenist and wanderlusty, and who take everything and just walk away. And that's a very, very interesting take on them too. I'm sure there's more. If you know any, please put them in the comments below. But they're an interesting race. Halflings, as I said, like to wander around, and the characters will probably find them either in a large community of halflings or just a wanderer passing through. Wanderers tend to have really good gossip about what's going on where adventurers might want to go to find some treasure. So that's always good to have a nice hook to grab people with. So how do you make a halfling happy? I really don't know. I don't like the halflings. I haven't thought a lot about them. The second chance is something to look out for. If they, try to attack, run away, there's things you can do, but they're going to probably get away, but not too far, so you should be able to run at them on your turn. The more people that you have around, not necessarily tightly packed, but kind of loosely packed, the more they're not going to be able to find a safe spot. And that's always pretty cool. The faster you can get them to use up their second chance on kind of a worthless attack, then you can start pulling out the big guns. Closing remarks today, I was very tired of this video and I fell asleep while recording it, so I don't know how long of recording I have. 10 minutes isn't too long, but I'll have to go and edit that out because I think I non-sequitured, but I'm not sure. I'll have to listen to it again. But yeah, let's see. I had another piece of site news or something to put in here. Oh, right. Yesterday, for the end of the world thing, if anybody saved the world by gaming about the end of the world and saving the day, I want to hear about it. Please leave notes in the comments below, and I will spotlight you guys. So, yeah, I don't know if I have enough viewers, but I will totally tell people about your story if you will leave it down below. Other than that, my name is MadMatt1Cow. This has been your daily dose of D&D. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you know anyone who needs to see it, hit the share button. That might be somewhere around here. If you like getting a daily dose of D&D, hit the subscribe button. And my YouTube video will appear in your YouTube subscription box every day. Just like for a while, every day you can go and watch The Hobbit, because it was a good movie. My name, once again, is MadMatt1Cow. This has been your daily dose of D&D. Stay online, and I will see you next time.